remember, with great power comes great...
Especially when the happiness of thousands of fans depends on what you and your teammates do on the pitch. Superstition plays a big part in the lives of many footballers. Some have lucky pairs of underwear that they swear by. Why would you change them if the team keeps on winning? Here are some weird superstitions footballers have. Starting with Kolo Touré, the Ivorian insisted on being the last player to come onto the pitch. It sounds a harmless enough superstition, but it landed the player in real trouble during a Champions League game between Roma and his former club Arsenal. When William Gallas was receiving halftime treatment on an injury, Touré refused to come out before Gallas, so the game restarted without them. Touré eventually took the field without permission from the referee and received a yellow card for his troubles. John Terry, the former Chelsea skipper, had a list of superstitions before a match. The list of rituals were so lengthy, he had a Sheldon Cooper situation going on.
You're in my spot.
Before a game, Terry would listen to the same Usher CD in the car, parked in the same spot, sat on the same seat on the team bus, tied the tapes round his socks 3 times, and cut the tubular grip for his shin pads exactly the same length. Terry even used the same pair of lucky shin pads for 10 years before losing them at an away game in Barcelona. Malvin Kamara took a strange ritual with him. Before every game, he would watch the 1971 film, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Kamara explained, "I have to watch it before every game. It gets me in the right mood. It's been my favorite film since I was little. It calms my nerves and gives me luck." Imagine standing in the tunnel ready to walk out to the pitch singing Pure Imagination to himself.
With pure imagination.
Former Argentinian goalkeeper Sergio Goycochea had a very bizarre superstition. Before every penalty shootout, Goycochea would discreetly crouch down and urinate on the pitch to bring himself good luck. He stated in the 1990 World Cup quarterfinals against Yugoslavia duties called, so he urinated on the pitch. But they won. So then, when the semi-final against Italy went to penalties, he did it again. And it worked. So from that moment on, Goycochea did it before every shootout. It was his lucky charm. Johan Cruyff was dependent on a series of obsessional pre-match rituals, something he would have never tolerated as a coach himself. Shortly before kickoff, he'd slap goalkeeper Gert Balls in the stomach and then walk over to the opposition half and proceed to spit his chewing gum towards their goal. He had stated, "Once I've gone through with my little system before the game, my mind is fully focused on what we have to do to be successful on the pitch." However, during the 1969 European Cup final, Cruyff gave Balls his customary smack and then walked over towards the opposition half to spit his gum. It was only then that the Dutchman realized that he'd forgotten to chew gum, and Ajax ended up getting thrashed 4-1. French defender Laurent Blanc had a unique way of bringing good luck to his team. Before each match, he would kiss the bald head of goalkeeper Fabien Barthez. Blanc believed that this ritual brought positive energy and unity to the team. The rest of the squad even started to believe in the power of the kiss, and it became a symbolic gesture throughout the tournament. Imagine kissing your teammate's head before every game. English striker Gary Lineker had a rather unusual pre-match superstition. He refused to shoot at goal during warm-ups. Why? He believed that scoring in the warm-up would use up his luck, and he'd rather save his goals for when it really mattered. If he accidentally scored during warm-up, he'd get worried that he wouldn't score in the actual game. Daniel Sturridge admitted to having a pair of lucky underwear that he wore during matches. He believed that they brought him good luck on the pitch. However, he didn't specify how often he washed them. German striker Niklas Füllkrug has less of a superstition and more of a ritual. He holds both his ears and then twists them when coming onto the pitch. It dates back to when his father coached him at his childhood club. Before training, we all stood in a circle. He said, "This is our switch. If we flip it, then it's only about football." Then we concentrated on training. You can't forget where you come from and where it all started. This one isn't a pre-game superstition, but Raymond Domenech, the former French boss, reportedly left players with the star sign Scorpio out of his squads because he didn't trust them. Imagine being benched because you didn't pass the zodiac test. And that's it. The weirdest pre-game superstitions in football, from lucky underwear to astrology-level madness. If you liked this video, hit like, subscribe, and maybe invent your own superstition. Who knows? It might actually work. See you next time. I'm off to kiss my lucky egg.
You want to kiss my egg?